Well, I've been joined here in the studio by 𝗵𝗇 𝗃𝗏. He's a pianist and musician who's played in communities around the world where conflict or tragedy has left its mark. So, 𝗵𝗇, do you believe that music in the way we've just seen can really be used to take a message of hope?
It definitely can. Music carries a message of hope and encouragement. Music can say in seconds what words couldn't say in days. It's an international language, and it can heal wounds. It can help people recover. I can tell you countless stories that I've experienced like this.
So, because you've actually you believe that music can help people in conflict-ridden societies or those who've just been through tragedy to actually feel better about themselves, you know, if they've been exposed to violence or instability.
It carries a message to say that we're all together. We have hope. There is something better. Yes, it really does carry this message.
And so tell us a bit about your work, because you've been all over the world. I mean, Japan, Sierra Leone, Uganda. What actually do you do to try to use music as a kind of medium, as a tool for healing?
I've put together a charity called Keys of Change, and with this charity we've been to Sierra Leone, a country that was torn by a 10-year conflict, and Uganda in Africa, then been to tsunami-stricken Tohoku in Japan, and also to many communities in the Amazon. So I carry my own piano, portable keyboard, obviously not a grand piano, and go into these communities and share music with them, share classical music with them.
You share classical music with them?
Yes, I'm a classical musician, yes.
You're a classical musician, and how does that go down then?
Oh, wonderful. As I said, in a few seconds I can say with music that what I couldn't say in hours or weeks with words. I can say that I am here to share with you. I want you to feel better. We're all together.
And what do the people listening in these communities, how do they respond to your music? I mean, what are you told by them?
The response is tremendous. Obviously, it's very different from country to country. In Western Africa, for example, the response tends to be very happy and very dancey. I was even in Freetown prisons, and I remember playing a Handel piece of music, and the prisoners almost started a riot. There were 1,000 prisoners, and they all started dancing to classical music. In Japan, of course, after the tsunami, it's a little bit different. A lot of tears, but a lot of words saying thank you for being here, thank you for not forgetting us, and thank you for bringing the music here.
And also, the musicians themselves, as we saw in that youth orchestra, Afghan youth orchestra, the people actually playing music together, that's often used to bring communities together. We've seen Palestinians and Israelis in the past coming together in one orchestra. That's another dimension, isn't it?
Of course, when you sit in an orchestra, or when you're about to play with another musician, it doesn't matter where they come from or what their background is.
Just looking at you there in Sierra Leone. Playing there for people there. Yeah, yes. So carry on what you were saying, yeah.
Yes, so playing music together, the music, the communication of the music is important. Nothing else matters, and we see that all over the world with these projects.
𝗵𝗇 𝗃𝗏, thanks very much indeed for all that. Quick reminder now.
It's interesting how when you're just working, when you're just carrying things, and you're in this environment, you think, oh, it's tough. But then when it works, when the kids respond, then you think it's all worth it. This is why we're here. As every day unfolds, or as each trip of this project unfolds, there are all these wonderful options that appear in front of you, and they give the feeling of creation. It's in your hands which way you want to go, what you want to do, and there is no right and wrong. It hasn't been tried before, it hasn't been done before, so it's a very powerful feeling that what is happening before you, every day is different, and every day has this amazing potential.
días, por favor, pasen. Buenos días. Buenos días.
Hola.
Estaba muy bien la música. Me siento muy alegre por también visitar a nosotros aquí. Y quiero que sigan viniendo a visitar acá. Gracias.
Me gusta de la música.
Me gusta la música.
Me siento muy feliz porque han venido. Me siento contento, muy agradecido. Eso es. Gracias.
We started off in a very difficult day, 5 in the morning, and we had to make a stop in a bigger village to buy provisions, and it's hot and we have to walk up the steps and down, find everything, carry everything on the boat, then carry on downriver the next community. We arrived right at midday and it was hot as hell and we're sweating. Had to bring all the things up to the school, up a very steep embankment. I could barely breathe, I was dehydrated and I was about to faint a couple of times. Really tough day, but then if that wasn't enough, we set up the piano and then we have problems with the generator. So everybody's sitting around and I'm sweating and we don't know if we can do the concert because the generator is not working. But as soon as I start playing and all the kids are around and they're listening with such intensity, it makes it all worthwhile. It makes the whole day just fall into place and you think, no, I'm not tired anymore. Even though we're in for a short time, we are giving an experience which hopefully some will remember for a long time. Maybe some won't, but hopefully some will remember for a long time, even their whole lives.